Kia ora whānau. Yeah, I just had an idea. I'd seen Cujomojo, his channel, a while from the UK, and he was talking about, he actually did a demonstration between wet fire and, yeah, he fooled us, because he had these like white little fire brick things that you can buy from a hardware store. And when I was in there the other day, this was Bunnings, for those in New Zealand, which is an Australian store. They had actually a couple of options there. They had already sealed. You get 20 for $6 New Zealand, or you can buy 36, and you just break the cubes up yourself for $2, and 36 of this other brand there. They look a bit slightly smaller, and I think they were $1.90 or something. But I was thinking, yeah, if you have the, you know, your coffee sachet at home, your ready-made ones, or sometimes I get a chocolate bar, but the aluminium foil on the inside, and yeah, this hot chocolate one, this fits perfectly inside of that, and I was thinking you can just trim that off and crimp it. So I was thinking, see how I can do that. You could, I was thinking about some hair tongs, having a look in a thrift store, get some cheap, and there could be a number of ways you could approach that. But yeah, get something hot and metal, and you should be able to crimp that so it ends up like that. So I just wanted to do, I've never tried these things, so I thought I just wanted to experiment and see what they're like, because wet fire, I've seen them light them and put them on water. So let's see if that actually works. Look at that, just like wet fire, eh? Floating on the water, and it's burning. So, cheap fire starter options, whānau. So that's the cheap brand there. And nice and light too. No, we don't need to make anything. So you could cut that in half and put a couple of them in your pack. You know, if you're going out in the bush and you want a reliable fire starter, you know, look at the flame on that, you know, and these things are quite common. You know, so we don't need to spend big dollars, because I think the wet fire were like a dollar each. You got like about six or eight for $14 here in New Zealand. But you know, look at the flame on that. That's, if you can't get a fire started with that, and look at that other one, it's still going in the water. So there's There's a fire starter option, friends, for our go bags, our backpacks, tramping, camping. Yeah, what does it say? Well, I'll just look at the burn time. Yeah, you don't need 3 to 4. You don't need 3 to 4 cubes. 1 cube would be heaps. But I'm guessing you would get an easy 5 minutes out of that. Easy. But you know, you think no mess. You're not having to buy cotton balls and Vaseline. And you know, if we can recycle, upcycle wrappers we may use, or ask friends, you know, if your friends use these type of sachets, don't chuck them out, put them aside, and yeah, we can easily make up a good half a dozen 30 fire starters for ourselves. Yeah, thank you Cujomojo for yeah, bring this to our attention, because it's a really great viable option. So yeah, any thoughts on how we can go about crimping these? I'm going to have a bit of an experiment myself, but so it's wet. I'm guessing that should dry out pretty quick. Ooh. So even though that got wet, a couple of shakes, and it dried out pretty quick. So yeah, they're not going to absorb a lot of moisture. So yeah, so there must be generic brands in the States and Europe, wherever you are, Australasia. But yeah, I thought, yeah, a really viable option for your fire kit. And look at that, you know, it's still got an excellent flame on it, and it says it's yeah, long lasting burn time, no smell, no mess, easy to light. And there, like, that would be heaps. That's like about probably 3 of those. Yeah. So from Jason in Ruawater, New Zealand, throw your ideas out there, friends, for your fire kit. Ka kite anō. Kia ora whānau. Yeah, so just experimenting with sealing. So I've got my wrappers here. These seem to be a bit thinner than the hot chocolate. So the hot chocolate seems to be a lot thicker. And what I've done, that's my first one, and I bought these for $8. They're just hair straighteners from the thrift store. So that's probably $4 American or $5, $6 Australian. And then the wife gave me a tip, said just cut that a bit longer and bend it over and then crimp it with the hair straightener. So the hot chocolate seems to be the way to go, size wise. These being very thin, melted very quick, so I had to be very, very fast. But hey, they're still sealed. And I found so that was the crunch bars, and I found the coffee was a lot more narrow than the hot chocolate. So yeah, but all intents and purposes, you'd probably only need one or two of those. But there, homemade wet fire, really. And that's just using, that was the cheapest one, but I found the squares didn't break off as nice with that. And then I had the Samba, so I think they were about $2.08 New Zealand, and they were about $2.40, both 36 pack. But I'll just pull that out. Sorry, Fano. Alright, pause it. Back again. Yeah, so, you know, they're a way lot thicker, and the squares are nicer. So that's a better quality product. Get what you pay for, but hey, had to try them. So, you know, for $2.40, you're getting 36 of those. You know, you're repurposing your sachets. If your friends drink out of the sachets, tell them to put them aside for you, you know. And then, you know, why pay? That'd be $1 for a wet fire, and that's cost us, yeah, probably about, oh, my math is terrible. But yeah, 36 into $2.40. Yeah. So who knows if that's 15 cents. But yeah. So if I went to buy, so I'm only getting 2 wet fires, or say 3 wet fires. 3 wet fires, and I'm getting 36 there for the same price. So it's a no-brainer. Plus your recycling. Yeah. Options for your fire kit, or for your hunting bag, your camping bag, your whatever. I'm actually starting to use these for the fireplace, so I just stick 2 in the fireplace, and yeah, a lot easier than paper. So teaches us our skills on, you know, starting small stuff and then medium stuff and bigger stuff. Yeah, options, friends. Fire making, fire kit. Yeah, the budget fire starters from your local, here it's Bunnings or Mitre 10, which are 2 big Australian chains. I'm not sure what the big chains in America are. Target, I suppose, that sort of store. Yeah, dollar store, you get them in America, you'd have big giant dollar stores. Yeah, probably pay 50 cents for a slab like that over there. But, you know, we're saving money, and yeah, how can we do things cheaper and better? And yeah, so we're all able to, yeah, you can put your money elsewhere, you know, if you're saving on these things and still getting the same results. So video is way too long. From Jason here in Rural New Zealand. Do it yourself wet fire options. Inspired by Cujomojo. Ka kite anō. Oh, other thing is, if you haven't got a crimper, you could use an iron, but you got to be careful. Say with a bit of baking paper. Yeah, I wouldn't use your wife's iron. Again, go to a thrift shop and see if you get some hair straighteners or a cheap iron for a couple of dollars, electric iron. Yeah, give us your ideas, friends, in the comment section. Ka kite anō.